YouTube, what's happening? This is True Lion TL. Welcome to the TL Squad. And we're going to talk about, Fox's assessment on the Kamala Harris CNN town hall that happened just the other day. All right, so we're going to react to this shit. Let's jump right into it. Throw my headphones on as usual. And want you to like and subscribe and just enjoy the content. So let's get right into it.
So here's a look. So it was so frustrating watching some of the town hall. I had to flip off. I had to switch off. I didn't say flip off. But, and then read some soundbites today.
Got your ass.
Here's a look at the questions, concise and simple, and the answers anything but.
2022, 2023, there were record border crossings. Your administration took hundreds of executive actions. It didn't stem the flow. Numbers kept going up. Finally, in 2024, just in June, 3 weeks before the first presidential debate with Joe Biden, you institute executive actions that had a dramatic impact, really shut down people crossing over. Why didn't your administration do that in 2022, 2023?
First of all, you're exactly right, Anderson. And as of today, we have cut the flow of immigration by over half. In fact, the numbers I saw most recently, illegal immigration
But if
is
it was
low.
that easy with that executive action, why not do it in 2022, 2023?
Because we were working with Congress and hoping that actually we could have a long-term fix to the problem instead of a short-term fix.
You couldn't have done one and both at the same time?
Well, here's the thing. We have to understand that ultimately this problem is going to be fixed through congressional action.
Under Donald Trump,
so let's
you criticized the
right
wall more
here
than
for
50
just a
times. You
second
called it
here.
stupid, useless, and a medieval vanity project.
Just want to take a note of something
stupid?
really quick. Let's pause this
Well,
really
let's
quick.
talk about Donald Trump and that border wall.
All right, this thing didn't want to stop playing. All right, immediately she's on defense. It's a valid question. A lot of Americans have this question. And Anderson Cooper asked this question because he knows that a lot of Americans have this question. But when you have a problem that your administration was responsible for, and then you're trying to paint yourself as a solution to the problem that you created, then you lose credibility. And so this is why, she's like, oh, wait, let me finish. Or, why haven't you done this, since you've been in office? Well, congressional action, all this kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So now she's on defense. All right. Let's continue to see how it goes. Let's finish up right here.
So remember Donald Trump said Mexico would pay for it? Come on, they didn't. How much of that wall did he build? I think the last number I saw is about 2%.
To fix the problem, you're doing this compromise bill. It does call for $650 million that was earmarked under Trump to actually still go to build the wall.
I'm not afraid of good ideas where they occur.
So you don't think it's stupid anymore?
Right.
I think what he did and how he did it did not make much sense because he actually didn't do much of anything. I just talked about that wall, right? We just talked about it. He didn't actually do much of anything.
But you do want to build some wall.
I want to strengthen our border.
I didn't give him so much credit.
I know.
Haley Jackson, too, yesterday. These aren't complex questions.
Let's pause right here because Fox is going to tear into this, and we're going to take their take on it as well. But here's the thing about all that. To say that Trump did nothing on the wall, and then you called the wall stupid, now you're looking here with egg on your face. So instead of just saying, hey, we had some minor what's the word I'm trying to say? Not oversight. We need to correct an issue that we created. Some sort of accountability. That's what I'm trying to ultimately get at here. Some sort of accountability. So, let's hear what Fox's take is on it really quick.
The questions everybody has, she has not been forced to answer. She got the nomination in July, she hijacked it, and here we are in October. She's finally getting just normal questions and a follow-up. She has no answer.
Anderson asked her why didn't she do what she promised as a vice president? And this was her answer. There was a lot done, but there's more to do. I'm pointing out things that need to be done that haven't been done, but need to be done.
Yeah. Well, now that makes sense. Now that you read it back, now I get it.
There were some direct questions that we all want the answers to.
What?
Particularly undecided voters want the answers
So
to.
frustrating to watch.
One of I read.
I'm not frustrated.
I read this morning that apparently she was asked a pretty simple question, and she gave a 7-minute answer that didn't actually answer the question.
What a shame.
Here is Barack Obama's former advisor, David Axelrod,
Hold a
over
second.
on CNN with his assessment of her performance. And you know what?
Before we get to David Axelrod, one thing that one of the hosts on the panel mentioned is the undecided voters. This town hall is about the undecided voters. It's not about Democrats or Republicans. Those people already made their minds up. The Democrats going to vote for Kamala. The Republicans are going to go for vote for Trump. And people that, you know, like men in general are pushing toward Trump, you know. But this is to get the people in the middle, the undecideds. This was her opportunity to capitalize on trying to tell these undecided voters, if there are any more that are out there that can really make a difference, what do we get with you? You know, here's who I am, and you know, here's my push for your vote. All right, but let's see what he talks about Axelrod right quick. We're gonna go right into it.
Was not good.
I think it was a mixed night, okay? I think she was very strong coming out of the gate. She was very strong on, as she has been, on abortion rights because she feels passionately about it. She could be clinical on some of these economic issues. She was great on the long-term care for the elderly. The things that would concern me is when she doesn't want to answer a question, her habit is to kind of go to word salad city, and she did that on a couple of answers. One was on Israel. Anderson asked a direct question: would you be stronger on Israel
there
than
for a second
Trump?
Before they continue.
And there was a 7-minute answer.
Okay, excuse me. When you have the top head of Obama's campaign saying that you were given word salad city answers, this is bad. This is terrible. This guy should be singing nothing but your praises. All people wanted in this town hall was a straight answer to their questions. And when David Axelrod is saying that she went on a 7-minute word salad city answer, that's bad. All right, but let's pick on up where Axelrod is leaving off here.
But none of it related to the question he was asking.
Tell you something, the analysis that one of the Obama bros is giving is essentially reflecting what the former president of the United States, President Barack Obama, feels, and David Plouffe, who's now running Kamala Harris's campaign. I owe them a lot of credit from my childhood teaching me how to do community organizing, knock on doors, communicate with. She has some of the best tacticians on her campaign.
Right.
The problem is they have a terrible candidate. They were used to dealing with Barack Obama, who can go out there and speak and communicate to the American people, who wanted the moderates to come and vote for him, who was called the deporter-in-chief. And now you have a candidate that has had years to craft some sort of message, and she has nothing at all for the American people. I mean, good luck.
No, this is why the answer is Donald Trump is unelectable. He's unhinged. He's too old. That is why she's going to be at the Ellipse January 6th. Yeah. That's what she's going to say. Don't vote for me. Just don't vote for, vote for me because you don't want to vote for him. And that's pretty sad when they look around with their communications experts and said, but judging by your performance, we have to make him unelectable.
All right,
we can't make you electable.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's pause right here for a second.
Would be very difficult, right?
So, to his point, what the guy just said about we can't get any answer from you, non-answers are all we get nothing. And then the other guy's like, okay, well, Trump bad Trump, orange man bad man orange Trump bad, don't vote for me. Well, vote for me because you don't vote for Trump. The problem is with this, America's already seen 4 years of Trump's presidency. That's the problem. So now you can no longer say that Trump bad man, because now you have a sampling of his presidency, and people are coming out that they actually like this presidency. Now let me say, I give credit where credit is due, because I have a long memory. I remember when Obama came into office, right? And the economy was in the toilet because Bush came in. And out of these 12 years, Obama worked to get the economy where it needed to be. And then by the time he got out, then Trump inherited that economy. So I will give credit to Obama for getting us out of the Bush mess that a lot of people forgot. But then you also have to give credit to Trump for carrying that economy and improving upon it, right? And that's what people remember. People are not going to really remember the struggle of how it was when you came in. They remember the duration of your presidency. What did it look like when you were at the helm, or you were on the sea steering the captain's wheel? That's what people are going to remember. They're not going to remember how the economy was when you came into it. All right, but let's go on and continue.
You're asked questions, you have to think very quickly on
every
your
answer could kill you.
Yes, exactly. So you have to be smart about it. But when it's over and over and over, that whole town hall, she wasn't answering any questions. It makes me wonder, is she prepared for this? Does she have a plan? Or is she saying, I'm a thinker, I can't answer this right now, because she needs to go backstage and ask her people what to say?
Well, and tonight she's on the stage. She's going to be down in Atlanta, and she's going to be there with Tyler Perry, Bruce Springsteen, people like that. Because that's one of the ways you can you can pack the house, and then you can get your message out. It doesn't mean everybody there is going to be saying, okay, I'm going to vote for her.
But is this a message she's going to read off a teleprompter?
I don't know. We'll have to stay tuned for that. What's interesting is the number of people who this cycle are sitting it out. Warren Buffett put out a statement through his...
Because that's another point that he just made, right? Yeah, this is bringing out Bruce Springsteen. Now I'm hearing Beyonce's coming out. Usher was there the other day. We done seen Magic Johnson. We done seen Obama. We done seen Eminem. People are not listening to what these celebrities are saying anymore. People are not getting their news from celebrities. People are not siding with the way that their life feels to them based on what a person in a mansion is saying. And instead of listening to the people answering a question, because like they said, she only gave one answer to a question. A town hall is where you field a bunch of questions, or at least like 4 or 5 of them from the audience, so they can get a temperature read on who you are, who you represent, or I'm sorry, what you represent as a candidate. And of course, trying to be as fair as possible to Kamala Harris. I think that the way that her campaign was put out the entire time after she came into the nominee position was a hands-off approach, and that time could have been built. That time could have been spent building up who she is, so that she can be presented to the American public. Instead, she didn't do any interviews. Seemed like she was hiding in a quote-unquote basement, like they like to say. Seemed like they were shielding her, from interviews, and it's riding the honeymoon wave, and the girls club, the AKA, earning all this money, getting mad at the men, especially the black man. Why you ain't voting for Kamala? All of this mess. And now that she has no other choice but to get in front of the public and display who she truly is, now America is starting to see what was being hid. And this is not a good look for Kamala, man. This is not a good look. If you vote for it, that's you, but just realistically, you got Fox News obviously is going to tear apart because, they lean right. But when you have CNN, and I tried to get a CNN feed to where they was kind of reacting to it. They really haven't put much up just yet about the reaction. It's to more like a live panel. But when you have, of course, Fox News and CNN, and then David Axelrod, which was Obama's Phil Jackson saying, "Hey, there's no hope." No, that's rough, man. You know, that's something that you really have to think about for a second. Like, man, you know, why is this happening? And when it's all said and done, she's gonna have to look at the woman in the mirror. All right, but like and subscribe. TL. All right, Lord willing, I will see you guys in the next one.